Hello and welcome to the news, bringing you the most commented on and most viewed Korean articles of the moment that probably wouldn't make it into English otherwise. Our first story happened last month but just came out this past weekend. Two people were beaten by a group of gangsters in the middle of Ulsan after honking at two of the gang members for walking in front of their car on the street. The driver honked and suddenly one of the gang members came over and sat down on the hood of his car while his tattooed friend walked over and stood in front of the car. To take it a step further, the one on the hood then stood up and started jumping up and down. He then climbed onto the roof of the car and started stomping the roof as well. Though it's unclear how they got out of the car, the driver and passenger were eventually beaten by 8 gang members, sustaining injuries taking 3 and 8 weeks to heal, respectively. The police arrested and held 3 of the gangsters while 5 were booked without detention. It seems that this past May there was another bloody brawl in the same area. Police are urging people to report gangs and their illicit activities and to not fear retaliation. The top-rated comment on this article seems to sum up everyone's opinion. It reads, "Just look at this case. With 5 out of 8 people released, and you're telling us not to fear retaliation? Are you kidding?" Last month on the 10th, on their way to Namhansansong, 4 members of a hiking club were riding a bus when a car slightly hit the bus from behind. There were 15 people on the bus at the time, and no one complained of any pain or injuries. Everyone just went on with their hiking plans for the day. The next day, the group of 4 went to a hospital and received a diagnosis of having injuries that would take 2 weeks to completely heal. After checking CCTV video of the accident in question, police determined the impact was no greater than what you'd experience going over a speed bump. Yesterday, the 4 of them were arrested without detention on charges of fraud, basically for lying about their medical condition in an attempt to capitalize on their health insurance. 3 of them are taxi drivers, and 1 operates a restaurant across the street from the taxi company. Taxi drivers, in the event of a light accident, have their medical costs covered, and they receive a settlement from their insurance company without too much hassle, which these 4 knew about. The restaurant owner ended up receiving about 600,000 won for her medical costs and a 1,100,000 won settlement. The other 3 were busted before they received any money. And finally, yesterday at 12:30 in the afternoon, a wild boar suddenly appeared and caused a commotion at Changdeok Palace, or Changdeok. The 3 or 4-year-old male boar was about 1 meter long and 150 kilograms, or 330 pounds. He apparently somehow made it over the wall to the palace. After getting a report about the boar, police brought a hunting dog and set about capturing it. After about an hour, it was found in the forest in the ancient palace, where a hunter immediately killed it with a shotgun. The palace happened to be closed yesterday, so there were no injuries, nor was there a need for evacuation. The same boar appeared the day before at a nearby high school. Thank you for watching. Of course, feel free to comment or email. You can find links in the description of the video. See you next time.